Put it in there for the time being. What else we got laying around? Anything?
Look at all this stuff. This thing was sitting in the weeds forever.
Yeah.
I just picked up this N54 engine for a really good deal. I got it for $317. So let me show you what I got for that price. This motor is basically about as complete as I'm going to be able to find. The parts that are missing, I'm missing a power steering pump, and I'm also missing the injectors. Somebody cut the injector wires. Otherwise, this thing is pretty much complete. Even the belt for the drive belt has no cracks in it, so I could probably just reuse that. I'm guessing this was serviced not that long ago, because you could see that they also replaced this with an aluminum one. That way it's less likely to crack. It came with an oil cooler, so I had to pull this out of the car. But it was, despite that, it was a really good deal. We got the turbos on there. They let me keep the computer, and I got this box here, so with a lot of the wires and stuff. I cut the wiring coming out of the car. I didn't really know what it looked like in terms of the wires I needed for my car. From my car, so I'm gonna have to check that out in a minute. I could definitely take those turbos off, rebuild them, sell them, make all my money back, and make a profit off this whole deal, and have a motor for free. You can see this is where they cut the injector wires, so all those are basically probably worthless, or I need to get new plug-ins for them or something. The fuel lines are still there, so that's good. And I got the main wiring harness for the engine too. This is out of an automatic, so the wiring is probably different versus the manual, but I have the original wiring harness from my car, the blue car, so I can just swap that over. See, there's also a couple stock blow-off valves. You can probably throw those on eBay, maybe get some money, maybe. There's a starter there. So about everything I need is there for the most part. And I threw in a couple extra pieces. I think I need this for my car. And I had a washer piece for my windshield washer fluid tank. I threw that in. And there's my oil cooler. So because it's attached to the motor, they consider it an accessory. This, you know, the vacuum tank thing, because it's attached to the motor, because the vacuum lines run to it, they let me have it for free because it's attached. So they consider it an accessory. All that for $317 and change. This is what it looks like under the hood of my car. So I didn't realize that I did have a washer fluid thing here. And those are the wiring coming out to the computer. So that part is the part that goes into the computer wiring harness. So some of those wires I didn't need, but I didn't realize that I didn't need that. So I just tried to take as much stuff because I was already down there. That goes to the power steering pump. I think I already have that. Our motor mounts are already in here. I didn't realize that. I got the motor mounts from the other car. I need a skid plate, but there was one there at the junkyard. I probably should have grabbed it. I need a half of the axle here too. And of course I need all the drivetrain. So I'm still out of a lot of pieces that I need anyway. I grabbed one of the compressor lines here. I've got the air compressor line that runs across over to the condenser. But however, I still don't have a condenser, which I could have just got that one. I just chose not to. This line that runs across here, I don't have that. They had one there, but it was broken, so I didn't grab it. But it's coming together a little bit. I think there's pieces missing, like the latch and things, headlights, grill, all that stuff.